So you might not have heard this yet, but Manus AI just partnered with SimilarWeb, and this completely changes how businesses get discovered inside AI search tools like ChatGPT and Gemini and so forth. And if you've never made money online before, you're gonna wanna watch this entire video, because this exact tactic was one of the very first ways that I ever got paid. And I'm gonna walk you through it step by step, because here's the reality. If you're a business owner, you will gladly pay for somebody to help your website show up in AI recommendations, right? In fact, just last week, I got paid $500 by a furniture distributor. See, I have $2,000 invoice here. 500 of that is going toward exactly what I'm gonna share with you in this video, because it's the very first step of how I work with small businesses for this other service that I'm charging $1,500 a month for. The very first step is simple. If you're gonna sell an online visibility audit, we just need to figure out where you actually stand in AI search. Is your business showing up? Are you at the bottom? Are you at the top? Or are you non-existent at all? That's called an online visibility audit, which again, for years, was my go-to entry offer. I charged $300 to $1,000 for this. Sometimes in the beginning, I even gave it away for free, and it worked great to build trust and relationships before doing anything bigger. Now, I used to do this when AI wasn't a thing and Google search was the only thing that mattered. People wanted to show up higher in Google, and they still do. An online visibility audit is the first step. Just like when people want to search or show up in AI search, the first step, same thing, online visibility audit. Now, SimilarWeb, for those of you that don't know, Manus AI just partnered with them. They are a AEO suite, an AI SEO suite essentially, that will help you boost your brand in AI search. And I've used them for years. They're essentially a data company. And that data, Manus AI now plugs into to help you create these audits in 60 seconds or less that used to take weeks of prep, long slide decks, clients barely understood them, and Manus AI just removed all that labor. So when you combine SimilarWeb and Manus AI together, what used to take days and we charge thousands for, now can be completed in a very short amount of time. And so that's exactly what I'm gonna share with you in this video. I'm gonna break down a full process of how to find somebody, the exact perfect fit, how to get them as a customer, how to deliver the service, and how to actually get paid in this. And if you've seen a video that I did last week similar to this one, that one, the audio sucked. So I worked on my slides and I made this even more packed with value. And here I am to deliver it and make things even better. Now, if you like this topic of building an online business, I want to do something special for you. I want to offer you my 4-part AI fast track training for free. This is a 4-part training where we spend even more time together. I'm giving you my tactics to get AI subscription-based customers, just like what I'm gonna share with you in this video. They pay me monthly. I'm also gonna give you 30 days free to the best AI software tool out there that I use to get clients and run my business. It's totally optional if you want it, but it's included in the fast track. So just be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and not required, but always appreciated, consider sharing this video with a friend who should get going with this business model. And then lastly, just comment below and I'll send you a direct link to the fast track, the software, and the other bonuses that I'll be mentioning in this video, because I have a full prompt document that I am gonna be giving you. So real quick, here's what we're gonna be covering. We're gonna talk about Manus AI, SimilarWeb. So if you have no idea what Manus AI or SimilarWeb is, I'm gonna break down the nuts and bolts for you. I'm gonna show you how to use this integration to get leads through Manus. I'm gonna show you how to use the tool to create an audit, and it does it in about 60 seconds. I'm gonna give you a template to alert the lead of all the issues that they have in their online AI visibility. And then I'm gonna show you how you can deliver the work using Gemini's new feature called guided learning. So I hope you guys are ready for that. As I mentioned, I recently just closed a deal last week on this, and the timing was perfect because I just saw that Manus partnered with SimilarWeb. And let me go through exactly what I want to give you around this topic about their data partnership, right? So they announced this on the 13th, it's just a few days ago. You can get 12 months of web traffic history to any website. So Manus AI, you plug in somebody's website, you ask them for all the metrics and traffic, and it'll give you all that information. And this is an important thing to make clear, because normally in the past, in order to get traffic information about a target website, a potential lead, or a competitor, you had to have access to their Google Analytics and different profiles and things like that. But now with this tool integrated with an autonomous agent, Manus AI, you can just set your target on it and get that information, that valuable information at your disposal about any website. And so that's pretty cool, right? I hope you're seeing how this is tying together with an AI visibility audit. Here's a couple quick little prompts that you can use that they just shared on what Manus and SimilarWeb can do. Show me unique visitor change for website A over the last year. Pretty cool. You lift up the hood of somebody else's website. There's a lot of valuable information there. Get traffic by breakdown by country for website A in the past month. Return only the top 5 countries. Compare organic search traffic on mobile web for website A and website B in the past 3 months. So these little things here are pieces of information that you could share with a business owner and offer to help improve that for a fee. And if you don't know how to do those things, again, I'm going to show you how to do those things in this video. I've shared a little bit about SimilarWeb, right? It's a data company. You can get visibility and traffic metrics that are normally secret off any website at your fingertips. Now, what is Manus AI? Manus AI is an autonomous agent. Think of ChatGPT, of an AI tool that you can use to give it questions, prompts, and it'll give you answers, right? Manus AI will not only give you answers, but you can tell it to take action. So you can tell it to send emails, build lists, contact the lists, and things like that. You can tell it to build you websites. Manus AI first was launched in March, and it went viral for this video. This video, what you're seeing on the screen here, is a view of Manus AI operating. And it went absolutely viral because it's able to multitask over 50 different things, from social media platforms, email, browsers, different browser tabs, instant messages. It can do all of these things and multitask through all of these things all at once. You can look at Manus AI, and I have been looking at it this way for months now since I've been playing with it in March, as an employee. Many times I've asked it to do things for me, and it's asked if I would be willing to log into a browser for it. Now, use your own discretion. A lot of people are worried about logging into a browser for an AI. I'll let you be the judge. I always two-factor authenticate everything, so nothing can log into my browser without me. I obviously am not giving any sensitive information, but there are some certain things that I have done where I have allowed it to just take action for me while I'm not even at my desk, which is pretty spooky, right? If you can have an AI agent working for you 24/7. So if that is something that you're interested in, you're gonna wanna watch this entire video. So that's Manus AI, a short breakdown of it, right? Now I'm gonna give you some demos here in my screen in this presentation. This is Manus 1.6. There's a free version where you can do 1 search per day through Manus AI, which is cool to like try around, play with it. Or you can upgrade to a monthly version, $20 a month. I think I'm on the $40 a month plan. Totally worth it if you consider it as, or consider how much you can actually get done when you think about it as an actual employee. And I see a lot of you people are tuning in live. Appreciate the feedback, Raif, Jackie, Joseph, Muniz. I'm gonna answer any questions that you guys have as we go about this, so put them in the chat. So let me jump back to my slides here. I've explained a little bit about SimilarWeb, Manus AI. Now let's talk about the opportunity with this, okay? Things are changing. The way people look for businesses now online are not predominantly led by Google search. If I'm gonna go travel somewhere, I used to go to Google and do all my searching. But now I ask ChatGPT, what are the fun things that I should do when I go and visit Maui, right? You all can agree. You're following along with me, please. What are the fun things that I can do if I wanna visit Hawaii? A lot of people use AI to come up with itineraries, put together recipes, come up with ideas. And so Google search is losing market share to people searching through AI. And so if you are a small business, you cannot be found in AI search, you're losing money. Can we all agree that you would be losing money? And here's why this is so valuable, because before you even came to this video, you already knew that, and you already would agree with that. And almost all business owners know this, but they have no idea how to optimize for it, how to make their website show up higher in AI search. And this is why this is a wide open opportunity for you and me. And if you think about how many businesses are in the US and how long it takes them to adopt things like this, it's gonna be an opportunity for a while. There's gonna be a lot of opportunity for you to figure this out, take some action, and get some small businesses to pay you to help you with this kind of stuff. Now, my company, full disclosure, I've been doing this for 10 years, Google search optimization. And when I got started, I was late to the game. I got started, Google Business was already a thing, Google Plus was a thing, social media was a thing, Facebook was a thing, people were running ads and doing all these things. I came in late to the game, and I still built $1 million business late. Right now, while you're watching this video, you are early. And my company, yes, I built $1 million business late, but when we started implementing tools like AI, ChatGPT, Manus AI, and things like that, we had explosive growth. and we were recognized as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii. And I'm saying all this to share with you about where we are at in this opportunity. Okay, it's a good time to be doing this. Trust me. Again, keep in mind, I just sold a $500 visibility audit to a furniture store, and the reason is exactly because of what I'm talking to you about right now, what I'm sharing with you about right now. I have people on my team contacting business owners every day to help them with their marketing, and the most common thing right now that I hear from them is that people want to know how to improve their visibility in AI search. And I have good news for you. It's not that hard. So if that is something you're interested in learning more about, obviously we cover more in-depth topics like this in my free 4-part AI fast track training. Comment below and I'll send you a link to that. And now I'm going to dive into the content, a little more content about this, right? Like, this is what you need to do. We're going to use Manus AI and SimilarWeb to build a lead list of business owners in my area that potentially are not showing up in AI search that could be showing up. So these are low-hanging fruit type of businesses that would probably be an ideal customer. What you're going to then do is have Manus AI build an audit for you. Now, normally, as I said in the beginning, the first time I ever sold an audit, I sold it for $300. Well, the first time I ever did an audit, probably the first 10 times, I just did them for free. Because when somebody wanted to improve their visibility in Google search, the first thing that we would have to do is ask ourselves, well, where do they currently stand? And so we would have to go spend time doing research, doing an audit, right? I wasn't getting paid for that. And then I started thinking like, well, what if I just charge for the audit up front? And I'll make it not too crazy, not too expensive, small enough to a business owner the barrier would be low for them to want to say yes because they'd get some information. But then once I give them that information, the next logical step for them would be like, okay, I don't want to fix all this stuff. Will you do it for me? And that is essentially what the audit is designed for. It's a foot in the door service. And so, like I said, I was giving these things away for free. Then I started charging $300. Then I started charging $500. Then I started charging $1,000 for these. Right now, I'm playing with the pricing because this is sort of a new frontier AI search audit. $500 was the last one we sold last week. Slowly increase. I'll let you do what you want to do, but you can follow suit if you'd like to as well. Now, again, I used to have to build these audits by using several different tools, looking online, collecting information, collecting metrics, asking the client to actually give me access to their different platforms so I could gather the data. Now with Manus AI and SimilarWeb, you do not need to do any of that. You just have the one tool and you have it build these audits for you. So we're going to use Manus AI to build a lead list, have it create us an audit for the most valuable leads that we find. And then we're going to use an email template that I'm going to give you. This is the prompt list that I'm going to give you, but I'm also going to give you this template, give you this email template that you can use to share the audit and hopefully bring in new customers. Okay. And there's strategies that you can use this email template for as a DM as well. And we'll talk about that. And then once you get somebody to say yes, well, how do you deliver the service? I don't know if you guys know this, but Gemini has a new guided learning feature that will tell you exactly how to optimize a website in AI search. And I don't know about you, but I feel pretty good about asking a tool like Gemini to tell me, how can I make my website show up higher in your search? And the guided learning feature that this thing has, it gives you step-by-step instructions and shows you how to make a website show up higher in AI search. Since I've been doing this for a while and I've already been ranking websites in AI search, I got to tell you what it tells you. These things here, which we'll go through, solidifying local authority. It's basically a 3-step process. Solidifying your local authority, structuring data so the AI can actually read it, structuring data content on the website, and then building brand mentions and sentiment for the website. These are the 3 things that help your website show up in AI search. And I don't know how long Gemini is actually going to keep sharing this information with people, because in the past, Google did not want you to actually know how to rank a website for Google search. They don't really like the fact that people can game their algorithm. So I don't even know why it's actually showing this, but what it's saying and telling people to do is stuff that I'm already doing and I've already verified to actually be working. So it's pretty impressive and pretty interesting to me. Now let's jump back to our slides. As I mentioned, the first step is to build a lead list with SimilarWeb and Manus AI. So this is what I did. When Manus first came out and announced their integration with SimilarWeb, I was like, wow, this is huge, because I have used SimilarWeb in the past separately. And then I just asked it. I said, how can I use Manus's new SimilarWeb integration to help me get clients? And of course it says, thank you for sharing. Key benefits to SimilarWeb integration. The integration allows you to access valuable website traffic and engagement data directly within Manus. This helps you to identify promising leads, find websites that could benefit from your marketing AI visibility services, understand a prospect's business, get insight into their audience, traffic sources, and online performance before you even make contact, which is huge. I don't know about you guys, but I would rather send 5 emails to businesses that I know need my service. Like, for example, easy to understand. If I'm selling websites, I would rather send 5 emails to people that I know do not have a website. They're in the market for a website. Than 5,000 emails to a list I scraped of people that might or might not have websites. There might be 2 people on that list that don't have websites. I would rather just send 5 emails. And so that's what this does. It allows you to get good insights up front in your lead searching before you even make contact. And so for those of you that have done prospecting and tried to get businesses to pay you before online, and maybe you have not had any success or it's been slow, the one thing I want to stress to you is that the more high quality your list is that you are reaching out to, the better probability you have to actually turn somebody into a paying customer. Personalize your outreach, craft compelling data-driven pitches. This is already talked about. Analyzing competitors. I think this is a huge piece of it, because anytime you can show a business how their competitor is doing better than them, that just plays with the psychology of them, right? Like, we're humans. A lot of business owners are obviously capitalists. They want to be the best. They want to do more every single day. And if they know that the furniture store down the street is crushing them online, they're like, God damn it, we got to get those guys, right? So if you can create data, and I let SimilarWeb and Manus AI do this for me in my audit, where it shows them overtaking your prospect, that's going to have a psychological impact on them. Manus AI gives us a step-by-step instruction on how to do this. Identify potential clients, analyze their website traffic, find their competitors, craft a data-driven pitch. These are the exact steps that I've already laid out for you that I take regularly to sell this service. I mean, I put these steps together without even reading this, but this is the tool telling you exactly how to use it. And then you just send an email like this. Hey, prospect name, I was looking at your website traffic. Notice that while you have strong direct traffic, you're getting very few visitors from organic search compared to your competitor. Your competitor gets 50% of the traffic this way. I have a few ideas for how we could close that gap and capture some of the search traffic. Would you be open to a brief chat next week? You guys, I'm going to put this email template. This is more of like a DM template that I actually like. It's pretty simple. I'm going to put it here at the top of this list for you as well. And I would change this. I was looking at your website traffic. Notice you have a strong direct traffic. You're getting very few visitors from AI search. That's the key buzzword right now. AI search. And I say it in all my videos. Business owners have what I call AI guilt. They know that AI is a thing. They know that people are finding people through it, other people, their competitors, other businesses, but they don't know how to optimize for it. And they have this sense of feeling guilty that they're not innovating. And when you reach out and you say, hey, I'm the guy that can help you show up in AI search, their ears are going to perk up, because you are who they have been waiting to show up and call them or email them or walk into their business or send them a DM or comment on their social media. So you guys, like this video if you're getting any value, subscribe if you haven't already. Consider sharing this video with a friend who you feel like could get started with this business model. And I'm going to keep going through this stuff. Keep putting your questions in the chat. We're going to circle back around for them in a little bit. So back to Manus AI. How can I help you get started? We can analyze website of a potential client you have in mind, research a specific industry to identify top performing websites, compare your own website to a competitor's to find opportunities. And I said, can you build me a lead list with this data? Oh, let me share my screen. I just went over the email list, and this is what I just read for you. And I responded and I said, can you build me a lead list with this data if I give you an industry plus location? I need email and contact info of the website. So I like to work with small businesses in my area. I live in Maui, so businesses in my area, places I frequent, people I can, build rapport with quickly. I can call them up or send them an email and be like, hey, my name's Nick. I'm right down the road from you. Or if I go to the barber shop and I'm sitting in a chair, I can be like, are you guys showing up in AI search? If you don't have any clients, you don't have any credibility, that's a really good way to hack and build rapport with people. And if you are prospecting, if you're looking for clients and you are outside of the US and you want to get customers within the US, this online visibility audit is actually a way for you to break through with some sort of value up front to get a response from somebody. So this is for you as well. Of course, Manus says, I can definitely help you build a targeted lead list with that information. Give me the following information. And I said, give me a prompt I asked it to just give me a prompt. How can I best ask you? That's something you guys should get in the habit of doing. How can I best ask you for this information? And I said, can you give me a prompt for small businesses in my area that are solar companies in Hawaii? And then it gave me this prompt and I refined it and I asked for any business that has an annual revenue of $1 to $5 million, I need 25 leads. The reason I asked for a lead list of businesses that make $1 to $5 million is because usually you want to sell stuff to people that have a little money, right? They want to have a little money to reinvest in their company. And so this is the prompt, you guys. I put it together. Again, this is in the bonus document to the fast track training for today's video. Here's the prompt. If you want to take a screenshot, you can. You can also just comment below and I give you this entire document with all this stuff. In fact, you get this entire spreadsheet of all the bonus documents from all of my recent videos. And you can see this video in particular right here is number 70. Build me a lead list of 25 businesses. And it says, perfect, I'll start building your lead list. And what I love about Manus AI, for those that haven't seen it before, is like when you tell it to do stuff for you, you can watch the screen while it does the searching, while it does the cross-referencing. What I like about it, back to the multitasking capabilities of Manus AI, is it takes this information and it cross-references with SimilarWeb, with Yelp, with Google Analytics. And you can see this lead list it's building, business name, website, and here's the SimilarWeb information, monthly visits, primary traffic source, direct, estimated revenue range, under 1 million, over 10 million. This is not normally public information, but because SimilarWeb has partnered with Manus AI, it just gives you this information. The primary contact information, contact email, phone number, marketing opportunities. What do you guys think about this? Do you think this lead list, do you guys think that you can use this prompt to build a lead list of businesses in your area or a place that you want to target? I hope the answer is yes. And I'm going to give you follow through with that because remember, I'm going to show you how to audit these types of businesses and get your foot in the door and hopefully sell them something too. So let's go. Now, it's building my lead list. I have 25 of them. Here it is. Or I have 25 companies in this list right here. I can download it if I want. It says I've completed it. And then it also ranks the leads in the best priority, the highest priority. Qualified leads, it gave me 4 companies out of the 25 that fit the criteria that I'm looking for. It tells you your next steps. The data shows these companies are perfect targets for marketing services because they have virtually no digital presence. They're missing out on search engine leads. Quick wins are possible with basic SEO and paid search. You can show concrete data in your pitch. You're getting only 174 visits while competitors are getting 800. And there's actually a piece of data here that I didn't point out to you that I think is really important. If you look at a business and it shows you that their primary traffic source is direct, that means that when people go to look for this company online, they type in their business name. They type in their website. And what that means is they're not going to AI search or Google search and doing what's called organic search, where they're searching for solar companies in Hawaii. If people type in your keyword is solar companies, and people type that in, and then they find you, that means you're capturing a broader audience of people who don't know who you are. If all the people, the primary traffic going to your website are all people who already know your business name and your website, that means you're not getting anybody new into your circle of influence. And so really the whole goal with AI search and Google search and running ads for that matter is to capture a broad audience, a cold market, people that don't know you, so you can warm them up to paying you. And so when you find people that, SimilarWeb and Manus AI can quickly show you that all their traffic is direct, that's also a huge opportunity for you. And we actually point this out in our email templates. So back to what Manus says, 25 companies, 25 leads. Here's your next step. Would you like me to help you create personalized email templates? I said yes. And I gave you those email templates there in this document. I said, build me an email template that I can use to offer a free audit with the data Manus and SimilarWeb can pull and send to this list and show me what areas need to be improved on to get more customers and leads. Make it very simple and leverage the data. So it gave me the email template, gave me 3 email templates right here. And I actually put all of them in the document for you. Like for example, this one is an email template subject line, getting more customers for company name. And It says, hey, company name, I was researching solar installers in Hawaii and noticed that your company's website isn't currently generating any measurable online traffic. I would update this email to say things like, I was researching solar installers in Hawaii using ChatGPT and noticed that your company isn't showing up. This means you're likely invisible to the hundreds of potential customers searching for solar solutions on ChatGPT in your area every single month. I specialize in helping businesses like yours get found online. I would be happy to help with a free audit to show you the search volume you could be capturing and outline to a simple strategy to start generating leads. So if you're brand new and you've never gotten a customer before, you may want to consider giving the audit away for free. By the way, let me jump ahead. This is what the audit looks like from SimilarWeb. This is the audit. We're going to go through this together. But you might want to consider giving this away for free, because you can say, hey, look, normally I charge $500 for these, $1,000 for these, but I'm going to give this to you for free. And if there's anything that you find in this audit that you would like me to help you improve, then you would hire me to help you fix these things. So the audit can be your foot in the door. And like I said, if you're prospecting outside of the country, like you're outside of the US and you're trying to get somebody in the US, this is one of the ways that I have seen out of the, I don't know, I mean, how many, I have 100,000 people on my email list. How many people have I given value and information and have they used to get clients before? Out of the thousands of people, we'll just use that number, right? I have over 2,000 success stories documented of people that have actually grown their business, got clients, hired somebody to help them using my tactics and methods. And out of all my experience, I can tell you that if you're outside of the US, you're trying to get somebody in the US to pay you, you have to be more creative with your ways to close them. You have to deliver value up front. You have to build trust and credibility more than the guy who is right down the street from them. And if you're the guy right down the street from them, obviously doing these things as well is going to help stack the deck in your favor. But especially so if you're outside of the US, you need to be delivering value up front. So if you're inside, I also recommend continuing to do exactly what I'm saying, delivering value up front, but you could potentially charge up front. Instead of 1,000, I'm charging 300 for this audit. Let me know if that makes sense in the chat, you guys. So you have these email templates, right? You have an email list, 25 businesses with high value metrics. Let me go back to this lead list. This is the lead list it gave me. 25 businesses with an annual revenue of 1 to 5 million. Qualified leads. It gives me lead number 1, lead number 2, lead number 3, lead number 4, right? It stacks them in order of least to greatest, or greatest opportunity. Key findings: average monthly traffic, 289 visits across companies with measurable data. Most common traffic sources, direct traffic, indicating limited digital marketing, exactly as I said earlier. Common gaps: minimal paid advertising, limited social media presence, weak search engine optimization. These are all things that you can sell to people, by the way, that we sell. And then it scores the leads. This company has extremely low monthly website traffic and a high reliance on direct traffic. There is a significant opportunity to increase lead generation through improved organic search, visibility, and a more robust paid search strategy, as both are currently very low. Now, if you don't know how to hire somebody to run Google Ads, or run Google Ads yourself, or hire somebody to help you improve organic search, join the AI Fast Track training. There's a free community there. We talk about these types of things as well. I'm not going to go deep on them in this video because we're focusing on this. It gives you additional scoring on other high value opportunities, and then focus on low hanging fruit, companies with zero or near zero organic search traffic. And I haven't even gone to the audit yet. So basically it told me which lead was the most high value. And then I asked it, I said, I like this lead. I'm giving you this prompt too, right? I like this lead. Build me an audit that I can use to send to the client to show gaps in where they need help and position myself as someone who can help solve them. Do not use technical jargon. Explain it like you are like you're speaking to a ninth grader. Demonstrate as much value as you can. Okay, and it's using the metrics from SimilarWeb. So I just copied this lead information from the list it gave me, the number 1 ranked company, this one. Now let me show you this audit, you guys, because this audit, as I said, and this is kind of the premise of this entire video, I used to spend hours collecting the data, putting together proposals that looked beautiful, and it worked. I got customers. But you can automate this entire thing using Manus AI. And so it says your digital opportunity, a website audit for Hawaii Energy, prepared for this person. And what I like about this, and it's really important to point out that my prompt helped do this, to achieve this outcome, it really dumbs down the language, because business owners don't know what analytics, conversion optimization, data tracking, schema, all this technical jargon that some marketers use, it just confuses business owners. This is very basic. Monthly visitors, around 931 people visited your site last month. How they find you, over half already know your name and type it in directly. The big opportunity, you're missing out on the vast majority of customers who are searching on Google or AI for a solar installer, but don't know your name yet. This is exactly what I was talking about. I took a look at your online presence and put together this quick audit to show you where you stand out, and more importantly, where the opportunities are for you to get more customers. I kept it simple and jargon-free. So it breaks out this pie chart. It put together the data, right? Right now, over half your website visitors are typing in your name directly into their browser. Direct. 54% is direct. That means they don't have nearly as much organic volume that they should have. This is probably my favorite part of the audit. Number 2, your competitors are getting more customers online. So it actually took the data and put, look, this is their company and these are all their competitors. And it's showing them highlighted in red with people overtaking them. And so you think when you send these types of audits to people, they recognize their competitors' names here? Of course they do. How do you think it makes them feel when they see that Rising Sun is overtaking them? It makes them want to do better. And that's the whole point of this audit, right? Your website traffic is a roller coaster. Looking at your traffic over the last year, it's been inconsistent, big peaks and valleys, and this means your lead flow to your website is likely unpredictable. And then it has the call to action. A simple 3-step plan to get more customers. Show up when people search on Google and ChatGPT, Gemini, get in the fast lane with Google Ads. You just structure whatever you want to offer here. I like, for the purpose of this video and what I've been kind of showing you guys, AI visibility. And if you don't know how to improve a website's AI visibility, we're going to go to the last leg of this presentation here and show you how to deliver that work. So I see your questions too. Keep putting them in, you guys, and I'm going to circle back and answer all of them. We're going to spend some time doing Q&A at the end. So let's recap here. I've shared with you more about Manus AI, SimilarWeb integration, how to use Manus to get leads with the SimilarWeb integration and verify that high value data. I've given you the prompts in the document. Using SimilarWeb and Manus AI to create an audit. Now you just use that audit on one of those leads. Then you send an email to the lead with the audit. Somebody says, do cold emails work these days? Yes, they do. You want to make your cold emails better? Send an email, send a DM, comment on their social media, and then give them a call and say, hey, it's Greg. Do you remember me? Hopefully they remember your face or your name because you have interacted with them in several different places. That's a silly question. Do cold emails work? Yes, they do. Can you do additional things to make sure that your emails work even better? Yes, you can. Are you thinking that way? Or are you just being like, they don't work. I'm going to give up. Don't do that. Now I'm going to show you how to deliver the work. So this is a new feature, you guys. If you go to Gemini, free, right? And you search Gemini, you hit tools at the bottom. Who knows about this? Did you guys see my video the other day? You have this guided learning feature. You can essentially have Gemini become your own private mentor. And guided learning is a way to learn things and tailor the instructions based off of what you know, additional questions you have, what you don't know, and so forth. So what I did here, let's use the perfect example of this audit. Maybe I can download it. I wonder if I just feed it to the AI. Let's start out by saying, here's my prompt. Make me a guide on how to get my website to show up at the top of Gemini's recommendations for Hawaii solar companies. I can change this website to show up at the top of ChatGPT, whatever tool you want. I'm gonna stick with Gemini because I'm asking Gemini right here, and I don't know, there's something nice in the fact of this is Google's tool. And Google is telling you how to improve your visibility within their tool. So like I said, I'm going to use guided learning, right? Guided learning, make sure that's selected. You can use this prompt and I'm going to hit submit. Somebody's asking more about cold email. So think about it from your own perspective. What kind of emails do you open? For me, the kind of emails that I open are the ones that usually look like they're coming from somebody that I know. They're not something that has been sent to 10,000 people. It's maybe a familiar name, face, friend. It's not overly formal. It's not a newsletter. The stuff that lands in my inbox that looks normal, like somebody I know wrote it, is usually what I open. So think of it from that lens to start. I also like using tools like Go HighLevel, which I'm giving you 30 days free in this tool, where I totally spaced out and didn't even let you guys know this. What I would do is I would download this entire list, right? You have your 25 emails, and then you just come to Go HighLevel, and it's called Mina Marketing because I've rebranded. It's a white label software. You can brand it anything you want. And I would just upload that list to the contact section, and then just send all the emails to those businesses at once. But you want to make sure the email that you're sending out, if you're mass emailing, Number one, the email lists are businesses that need your actual solution. Like I said, the example of sending 10,000 emails and only, one person on that list needs a website. You just wasted 9,999 emails. I would rather send out 5 emails to a list of 5 businesses that all do not have websites than try to let the email do more work than it has to. You're also going to destroy your deliverability. So I use Go HighLevel. I'm giving you 30 days free to Go HighLevel. This is the Swiss Army knife of my business. I use it to send emails, build websites, build AI agents. This is the tool that is the reason we were able to grow as fast as we have, while we were recognized as the second fastest growing company in Hawaii. Because once we started implementing this tool, we, number one, canceled about 12 other tools, because we can send invoices through this, all their social media profiles, and then just use this tool to create AI content. Here's an AI image and AI text that somebody on my team created for my company, and it's already scheduled to go out to Google Business, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and we have posts scheduled to go out to all these platforms through next month. And so obviously that's something that you can sell to businesses as well. And if you were previously not a good writer, didn't know how to do this stuff, just like the AI audit visibility opportunity, this is wide open now too, because so many businesses don't have social media posts going out every single day. And now you can be an AI content marketing agency and get paid $300 a month, post every other day for a business, or $500 a month to post every single day. Somebody says, is Go HighLevel the only way? No, it's not the only way, but it's a really easy way. I like to use it. There are other ways you can go out there. But for the record, if I'm using something and I'm using it really well, wouldn't it make sense that that's the thing that I talk about all the time? Do you want me to talk about all this other shit that I don't even use? If I feel like Nikes are the best shoes and I, am teaching people how to run as fast as they possibly can, I'm not going to talk about fucking Adidas all the time. I'm going to talk about the best shoes that I feel like are the best. And this tool here is the one that has allowed me to make multi-million dollars from only 50 clients. How do I go from having only 50 clients to making multi-millions of dollars? When I tell people that number, they're like, how do you make so much per client? And the way that I do it is I sell them something for very inexpensive, $200, $500. And then once they know who I am, we have trust, we have a relationship, then I can say, oh, by the way, let me help you with your social media content. Oh, by the way, let me help you with your online reputation. Let me do some review marketing for you. All of these things are included in Go HighLevel. So if you want to be a hater or whatever on this stream and talk about other things, that's fine. But I'm just telling you, it works really well for me. And if it doesn't work well for you, then that's okay. So let me jump back into my my audit here. Let's see. So not my audit. Make me a guide on how to get my website to show up at the top of Gemini's recommendations for digital marketing agencies in Hawaii. So Gemini, I actually rewrote this prompt for the solar companies, right? Let's explore how to optimize your digital presence for generative engine optimization. So if you guys don't know how to do this, let's say you sell somebody, do this. Do exactly what I've said in this video. Build your lead lists with Manus and SimilarWeb. Find the ones that make the most sense to work with. Send them, do the work up front, have it do an audit in advance, create value up front, send them an email, send them a DM, comment on their social media, do whatever you can to generate their activity and get their attention, and then get them to pay you for the audit, even if you don't know how to do it yet. Because I'm telling you, once you have the money, you have the power to just come here and focus on learning how to do it. And if you don't, if you get a client and you don't know how to deliver, look, go to my new, that was leaked on my last stream. It's called the AI control room. I'm going to put this in the chat for you guys. If you get a client and you do not know how to fulfill online visibility, come to the free group, make a post, and I will help you deliver that service. Okay. I want to see you be successful. I just put the link in the chat for you guys, but it's nickponte.ai/AI control room. This group isn't even ready yet. A couple days ago, I had a live stream. Somebody got the link. So I'm letting people join. Just know that I have some things that I'm going to be adding to this group, some courses, some strategies, some information. But this is a new place where you guys in my community, my subscribers can go to get more help, collaborate with each other, ask questions, share your wins, stuff like that. So as I said, if you get somebody to pay you, I would come to the AI tool and have it tell you exactly how to optimize for it. The first thing you need to do is the Local Authority Foundation, optimize your Google Business profile. Make sure that your NAP, your name, address, and phone number across the web is accurate, and start gathering reviews. So I use HighLevel for all these things. There's a Google Business Profile Optimization. So if you go to Google, right, and you type in roofer, I don't know, Dallas, the first thing you're going to see are ads. But the second thing you're going to see is this map pack. And the map allows you to, if you're a business, put your business on the map. You get a pin, you can put your name, your address, your phone number, your website, all this stuff. This is called your Google Business Profile. It's essentially a social media for businesses. And if you're a business and you don't have this thing claimed, or you don't have it built out properly, you don't have pictures, you don't have good reviews, you have the wrong information, then Google's not going to know who you are, what you are, and show you to people that you're relevant for. And so one of the things that we do, if you've never done this before, you just come here and you integrate your Google Business Profile. You connect it, and it allows you to make all the optimizations right there through HighLevel. That's not the purposes of this video, but that's just the first step that they tell you. It's pretty straightforward. You can go to HighLevel support portal at any time too. Type in GHL, Google Business Profile Optimization. And there's a step-by-step process. This is free, it's live, it's public. Google Business Optimization lets you optimize and manage your entire Google Business Profile from HighLevel's dashboard. And it helps you optimize it with AI suggestions. You can see it here. It gives you a score. And what you want to do is you want to do everything it tells you to do to get that score into the green. So it makes it very easy, and it gives you those suggestions. So that's a very simple way to do that. And then I've already shared there's a way to get reviews here. You go to the reputation section, you can send out a review blast for somebody, you can upload a list, gather reviews, you can implement a chat, you can implement a widget, a widget on their website that allows people to leave reviews. You can send emails gathering more reviews. There's a lot that you can do there. But these are the key things, right? Solidify local authority, basically let AI search know that you are in this location, you are a Hawaii solar company. You have to make sure your website looks that way. Then you have to make sure the content on your website details your services correctly. And so if you don't know about schema and markup on that, obviously you're going to dig deeper and you're going to say, tell me more about this section. And that's what is so powerful about the guided learning, is it's tailored to teach you exactly what you need to know and the questions that you have. So you can sit here right now and just shadow box with your AI tutor to help you learn how to do this. And then building brand mentions and sentiment strategies to get your agency mentioned in positive context and other authoritative sites. Look, there's lots of things you can do. If you want to go to a tool like Web20 for, I don't know, $40, I think, a press release. Web20 is like a reseller of signals, online visibility signals, press and media. I go to a press release. You can get a press release for $40 that goes to 300 news and media outlets. Now, normally you'd have to do that. Like, that'd be pretty hard to do yourself, right? But you can just order a press release and that can help you do that. And so when you say, like, you know, building brand mentions and sentiments, tell me more about building brand mentions and sentiments. These are the 3 pillars though. If you focus on doing these things, you guys, a little bit every month, you're not going to do it all in month 1. You want people to pay you $500 a month for AI optimizations. We charge monthly retainers to our clients. So it's an ongoing process. The target is always moving. And so maybe month 1, you do the Google Business month 1, you do the audit. Month 2, you do the Google Business Optimization. Month 3, you do a little bit of it, and then you do a little more in month 3. Month 4, you do the schema markup. Month 5, you start building brand mentions. Month 6, you get backlinks. Month 7, you do a press release, local authority mentions, local news and business journals. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Press releases. So it's telling you exactly how to improve visibility. And if you're somebody who can follow some step-by-step instructions, I want to know in the chat, do you guys think that you can do everything that I shared with you in this video today? What in this video is an obstacle for you that you are unsure of? And I want to take the time for the rest of this stream to answer those questions. And if you haven't already, if you're in the live stream, I just put a link to my 4-part AI fast track training. Rick says yes. Rick, right on, man. Good commitment. I like to see that. Somebody wants a link directly to HighLevel, to the 30 days of HighLevel. You get the link to HighLevel in the fast track training, as well as all the other bonuses. But if you want to skip the fast track for whatever reason, I mean, think about it. The fast track is a 4-part training series, how to get more clients and use tools like HighLevel to get customers and deliver the work, similar to the stuff that I've shared with you in this video. So the fast track training is free. And by the way, when you go to the fast track training, you will be offered a VIP upgrade for, I think, like $27. It's not required. Some people, they want more additional resources, more additional help. And so I did put together a VIP experience with 4 additional videos, but I give you everything you need to be successful in the 4-part training that's offered for free right now. So if you don't want the VIP, you don't have to take it. You can just say no, and then you get the 4-part training. So if you guys have questions, put them in the chat and we'll do a little round of questions. Arun says, I'm in the UK. Our customers are rail firms, but they need to be able to search codes that relate to qualification. This is a roadblock for me on this. They need to be able to search codes that relate to... Can you unpack that a little bit more? I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Jackie Strickland says, not alone, but with everything you give. Right on, Jackie. Good stuff. Is there a way to publish correctly, say, codes that relate to your company to a qualification? I work for a construction company. I mean, do you have a database of the codes? Do they have to be on specific pages? I mean, there's a lot of information. Somebody says, how recently has the fast track been updated? You know, actually, Matt, I have a big update coming out to the fast track over the next, sometime this month. I'm going to be including a lot of information. But yeah, it's updated pretty regularly. But I have a big overhaul coming up. And so people that are already in the fast track and then have it, I'm trying to figure out the best way to roll this update out. If I want to call it like an expansion pack or a platinum edition or something, it's going to be free, but there's some additional things that I want to add to it. Diva says, the fast track training is excellent. Definitely sets you up for success. Great content, Nick. Thank you, Diva. I appreciate that. Dave Cole, I'm one guy who can only work part-time as I am also a caregiver for my wife who has stage 4 ovarian cancer. I would need to share revenue with a fulfillment partner. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Dave. And I like that you're trying to strategize on how to make it work. And, you know, try to just do a little bit every day. You might not need a fulfillment partner. You might just need to take a little bit longer to get things going. And, you know, fortunately, there's tools like the AI Fast Track that are available and the ones that I've shared with you in this video that can allow you to go faster and shortcut your success. I think the best thing for you would be to make sure you are spending your time on things that actually work and not things that don't work, because you can't waste any time, right? You're like somebody who can't afford to waste any time at all. So spend your time working on stuff that actually works, coming from trusted sources. Somebody says, sure, we hold qualification certification that we are awarded. The codes are in Excel and also on a website called Riskus. And this is just for one website that you need to put the codes on. Somebody says, can you get a Google business profile for online only biz? No. You can get a Google business profile for anything, for any business. There's no monthly cost for the new group. It's free. There might be later though. Somebody says, question you may have already answered. How many projects does Manus allow? Do you need to keep all projects in Manus, and what expense? I think you can have unlimited projects, but you get so many credits per month for the different plans. I use the $30 a month plan and I don't ever use all the credits. Somebody says, can I get the document? Yeah, so when you sign up for the 4-part fast track training, you guys, which again is free. If you're watching this stream, comment below and I'll send you the link to sign up. But you will get a thank you page right here. And this is your link to the step 1 is get your HighLevel account. Step 2, join the community group that I shared with you. Step 3, video number 1. And then you get this bonus resource document, which is this document. And you have today's prompt sheet right here. All right, you guys, I'm going to do a last call. I'm going to not spend as much time on here as I normally do. If you got any value out of this, please like the video and subscribe. I wonder if I log into YouTube right now, it'll tell me how many people are watching this stream. What questions do you have? Is it easier to start with AI agent answering service of website eval? So somebody asked about like AI agents, free agents. So in HighLevel, you have the AI agents feature, and you can create voice AI agents and conversation AI agents, and you can build what those agents are familiar with around what's called a knowledge base. You can have it scrape websites, upload PDFs. I have videos on my channel where you can have the tool crawl an entire website. Like for example, it crawled my entire company website, and now it has a knowledge base of all the specific information about my company. And now I can hook that up to a voice AI, which if somebody calls my phone number and asks it questions about my company, it can answer all of the information based off of that. You can set all that up in HighLevel. You can also set it up as a conversation AI, like a chat widget. You get a chat widget through HighLevel if you want to. These are all things you can sell too, by the way. You don't just set these up for yourself. Like if you go to the site section, you get a chat widget that you can add to your website or your customer's website. Give you an example of what that looks like right here. You get a little bubble right there. Boom. If somebody goes to your website and they fill this out, then the conversation AI, you can hook it up to the knowledge base that you train it on. And if they have questions, then it can just give them the information right there. And that again, that's another valuable thing that you can sell, because to have somebody sitting at a desk and doing real-time tech support, that usually costs a lot of money. But if you can just train a conversation AI to know all the specific information about your business just by having it crawl your website, maybe uploading some documents, that's a huge value add. People are selling AI chat widgets, $500, $2,000 to set up, and then charging monthly subscriptions to actually maintain those chat widgets, and they're doing it all from HighLevel. Somebody says that's a great idea. I guess you could upload business case studies that may not appear on the website and essentially help a business. Yeah, of course, you definitely can. Somebody says it's a lot to take in all at once. I'm slowly trying to understand all the info you're providing. Very informative live stream. Beyond proud of fellow boy doing amazing things. Keep it up. Oh shit, it's Nehemiah again. What's up, Nehemiah? Yeah, it is a lot. It can be a lot to take in for sure. A little bit every single day. I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years now, so I've been busy, I know Nehemiah from back in the day. So, it's been a long road, man. Somebody says, please send me the documents. You trying to teach yourself how to use Manus? Just, open it up. Here's one huge thing that I can give you guys. If you're trying to really get into this world and make the biggest splash, one big thing that you can do right now is I got a bunch of notifications on this live stream, but if you have an iPhone, Android people, I don't know, can't help you. You can add a widget to your home screen. What I recommend you do is you add ChatGPT as a widget to your home screen. And so what I'm trying to get you to do is start to use AI more and more in your day-to-day life. And the way that you do that is you make it easy. You make it so you don't have to go to your computer and type something in to get information. If you add a widget to your home screen and you click the widget, there's a little button here. I just click the widget, and then now I can talk to it. I can talk to my voice AI. Hey, can you help me learn how to do AI optimizations on a website?
Absolutely. AI optimization usually means enhancing your website's visibility in AI-driven search or recommendation.
So as you go about your day, as you have questions, whether it's hanging a TV or you're trying to buy a camera or you're doing, I know you Android people can do that too. I'm making a joke. Use AI to help you more and more and more and more. And as you kind of, onboard yourself into it and get used to leaning on it for support, that's a really good entry point. You have questions about Manus, you have questions about how to use AI, just keep asking it. How can I use this? How can I use you to do this? Somebody says Manus is massive, like HighLevel in what all can do. Yes. ChatGPT is really good with audio too. It's sweeter on a MacBook. I'm just teasing back. Appreciate you guys. For those of you, so have you guys all joined the free community yet? It's not going to be free forever. The link, if we got over 200 people here, it's a Go Collab community. Okay, I see it. The members are growing pretty quickly here because we're on a live stream. But nickponte.ai/AI control room. This is a new community that I just started. I put the link in the live stream chat. It's in the link in the description of this video too. And I'm going to be in here more, dropping information for you guys. So this is a good place to go and get some questions. Somebody says, I'm a fan of Manus, Gemini, and ChatGPT, trying to streamline and get rid of at least one. Thoughts? And is there any way to get around Go HighLevel? Like you don't want to use Go HighLevel? Yeah, you can do it all manually. You can buy several tools to replace what one does. Like let's just talk about the chat widget feature, right? Intercom. Intercom is a standalone. How much is Intercom? It's like the number one chat widget tool. So $29 to $39 a month with annual billing. Okay, so that's $30 there. And then what else? Reputation marketing. How much is Bird Dog? Is it Bird Dog? Wait. What's the reputation marketing bird? It's called something. Bird Eye. How much is Bird Eye? Are they blocking out all the information? Starts at around $300 a month, $389 a month. So yeah, I mean, and I think if you just go to the Go HighLevel website, it'll tell you. If you don't want to use it, it tells you who all of their competitors are. Yeah. So here you go. These are all features. pipeline management, which is Pipe Drive, that's $99 a month. Sales funnels like ClickFunnels, $297 a month. Website builders, $29 a month. Like at the end of the day, $1,600 per month in tools, and you can get all of them for $97 a month. HighLevel is like, I say this all the time because it's a great analogy of it. It's my tool belt. As somebody who works with small businesses and generates cash flow online, like you have to have tools. I would rather just pay for one tool that does all the things rather than all the things. And if you just want to play with it, I'm giving you 30 days free to HighLevel, and that's plenty enough time. If you follow my 4-part fast track training, that's plenty enough time to go out there and hopefully get your first client so that you can pay for it for $97 a month. Remember, I'm teaching you how to get subscription-based clients. HighLevel CRM is 30 days free and then $97 a month. Somebody says, can HighLevel post to LinkedIn and social? Yes, it can. If you go to the social media section right here, I have it scheduling posts to my Google Business, my Facebook, my Instagram, and LinkedIn. You can see all that right there. Yeah, it's 97. And 30 days free if you use my link. Here, let me give you, look, if you guys want, I have another link, all these links. I have my 30-day free trial. But if you want a live implementation call, a bootcamp call, then sign up through this link that I'm giving you here. You get 30 days free and a bootcamp. That's a special link that I have. Then just type it into your browser, Jackie. All right, I'm gonna do a last call for questions, you guys. What other questions do you have? If we got a couple, 200 people here. If you guys have any questions outside of the live stream, you know, the new community, the AI control room, or you can find me on Instagram at Nick Ponte. I've been responding to the DM requests. So if you're not my friend yet, you can just send me a DM request. I've been going every day and trying to respond to people. That's another way you can get in touch with me. Someone says, can I post to multiple social media accounts on the same platform, such as Facebook? Yeah, Carrie, I have videos on this, but you can see here, the social media planner does exactly as you're asking. I have like 5 social media accounts all hooked up here, and you can add more. And then when I want to create a post, I just go create post, and then I can select all the accounts at once, or just one account, but I just select all because that saves a lot of time, right? Not having to go to Instagram, LinkedIn, Google Business. And if I wanted to use AI to help me create a post, I just go generate with AI, and I tell it the tone of voice, friendly, professional, persuasive, key message for the social media post, alert people about our AI marketing services. Goal for the post, more AI clients. Obviously, I'm just like running through this really quickly. And this is like directly integrated with AI tools to help you create the content. And then you can have it also create AI generated images that look stunning. You can't even tell the difference between regular photography or real photography or the AI photography. And, you know, I've been showing people how to sell this social media posting service for anywhere from $300 to $1,000 a month for a long time now. So it's definitely a viable thing that you can do. And so it gives me these 3 options: looking to revolutionize your marketing approach, our AI-driven marketing solutions, empower business leaders. So you just pick one. You can edit it. You can keep going if you want. And then images, upload images, video, whatever, create images from AI. An image of, let's see, a Hawaii-based marketing agency discussing AI optimizations for a client in a office room. Let's see what kind of image I get. And then you can choose your photography style, dreamlike, poster, vector. Somebody says, good afternoon, Nick. Thank you for consistently sharing high value content. I appreciate you, super soft washing. It's only 10:30 in the morning here. So there you go. Selected image. You got all these guys talking about AI optimizations or discussing AI optimizations. And if I want to use that, I just hit continue. And you can see all the posts going out to Google Business, Facebook, LinkedIn. And if I want to schedule them, I can schedule 1 post per day. I can save it for later, and I can let my client know, hey, I've created 30 days of posts for you. Can you go ahead and review them before I schedule them to go out? So you can do a little quality check there if you want, which is a nice thing to do. So yeah, it does have a lot of capabilities here. And again, you're getting 30 days free to try this out if you want to just try it out. Somebody says, thank you. I work in marketing and market for care homes. I'd love to automate a lot of this to be able to free up some time to build my own business. That, Carrie, Did you sign up for HighLevel through my link yet? 30 days free. Somebody says tips for getting a Google business profile if service biz working from home. What tips do you need? It's like you literally go to Google Business, and if you want to optimize it, once you sign up, then just connect it to HighLevel. Go to the reputation section, Google Business Optimization, and it'll show you exactly how to optimize it. Remember, I showed you this how-to tutorial here. HighLevel Support Portal is like a super game changer for teaching you how to do things like optimize Google Business Profile and use all of the features. Somebody says, of course, I've been spreading the word. Appreciate it. Thanks, Supersoft. Somebody says, what service is most requested by businesses? Website redo, social media posts? Most businesses, the thing that they want most is more customers, more sales, and more leads. A website, a social media following, all those things are just a means to get them more people. So Carrie says, I signed up to everything, just need to get on with it. Right on, Carrie. Let me know how I can support you. I know you're going to save a lot of time using these tools. Michael Rose says, can you post to multiple socials but have each post slightly different so it's not the same across the board? Yeah, so when you create the post, as I showed you, new post, create post, you select all the accounts. If you just scroll down, you have the ability, you can click this right here, customize for each channel, and then you just click the little tabs and you can edit them for each channel. And you can post as a feed, a reel, a story. If you're on LinkedIn, advanced options, categories and tags, things like that. Somebody says, are we gonna be able to watch it? Yeah, if you go, I mean, you can go to my YouTube channel, you guys, and if you go to the live section, you can watch all my live streams, rewatch all of them. Somebody says, social media is what I've been asked for most as a service business owners or operators. Yeah, social media is a good one. It really is. And it's easy to deliver, especially if you use tools like the ones I share with you. Are those posts also things that can be picked up by the AI searches? Yes, absolutely. When you post on social media, you get picked up by AI search. I mean, I don't know what a good, I don't know. If I just type in my name, my social media gets picked up, right? Latest posts from Nick. If you look for a business, same thing. Mina Marketing, my company, right? You can see, here we go. These are the exact posts. You can see like this one right here, right? New Year's, Hawaiian Islands, fireworks. If I go back, you can see this exact post was created using this. So, I practice what I preach, you guys. All right, you guys. Well, I hope you got some value out of this. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment below for the fast track training. I'll give you the bonus prompt document, 30-day trial of HighLevel, links to join the new AI control room community. Jump in, ask questions. Somebody says, are your Google reviews real? Yes, 1,000%. Never bought a Google review in my life. I would never do that. Somebody says, I'm in the UK and HighLevel isn't very well known here. Do you have clients with sub accounts that manage their own account? Yeah, I do. Like, actually the goal is, well, not manage their own account, but they use it, right? Like when we give somebody an account, a sub account, we show them how to use various features, and you can actually restrict other features so you don't want to get them overwhelmed. Like if you're not selling social media posting for them, but you're selling reputation and they need to go in there and respond to reviews, well then let's just turn off the social media feature so they can't see it. So you can do all that in HighLevel as well. Somebody says, you've brought more help today, Nick, than the 20K we have spent on our PA retainer service. Well, Arun, I appreciate you. And, join the community, and I hope I can continue to provide more value. Resource document, you guys, is in the fast track training. Luna, mahalo, appreciate you. All right, you guys, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.